The sun, a fat orange over the Squealkill River, painted the UPenn campus in a warm glow. Elizabeth Banks, her backpack slung over one shoulder, smiled. It was going to be a good day. A great day, even. The air was crisp, the kind that made you want to conquer the world, or at least ace a history quiz. She could smell autumn in the air, leaves just beginning to turn.
I love this place.
The energy, the history, the sheer possibility, humming beneath the surface of everything. Every brick seemed to whisper stories of ambition and achievement. Elizabeth, with her heart set on a future as bright as the sunrise, felt right at home. She took a deep breath, the scent of coffee and old books pulling her towards her first class. In her hand, a well-worn copy of the Histories by Herodotus. Today was Ancient Greece Day. Professor Thompson, a man whose passion for history was almost as contagious as his laugh lines, paced at the front of the lecture hall. Elizabeth, perched on the edge of her seat, hung onto his every word.
The Peloponnesian War wasn't just about Athens and Sparta, it was about ideology, power, the very soul of democracy itself.
A hand shot up. It was Elizabeth, of course.
Professor, wouldn't you say that Pericles' leadership?
The class flew by in a whirlwind of debate and discussion. Elizabeth, fueled by curiosity and black coffee, found herself completely absorbed. History wasn't just dates and names, it was alive, breathing, full of lessons for the present. As the class ended, Professor Thompson stopped her.
Miss Banks, that was an insightful observation. You have a bright future ahead of you.
"Lizzie!" a voice called out. It was Sarah, her best friend since freshman orientation, waving from a table at their usual coffee shop. Elizabeth grinned, her cheeks flushed with the thrill of a good academic sparring match.
Hey Sarah, history got you fired up again?
Professor Thompson is a force of nature. I swear the man could make tax law sound fascinating.
They laughed, the easy camaraderie settling around them like a warm blanket. They talked about classes, upcoming auditions for the drama club's winter production, and the latest campus gossip. For Elizabeth, moments like these were precious, a reminder that life wasn't all about deadlines and ambition. The afternoon found Elizabeth in the Van Pelt Library, surrounded by towering shelves and the comforting scent of old paper.
I love the hushed whispers, the gentle scratching of pens, the feeling that I'm surrounded by centuries of knowledge.
She was up to her elbows in research for her English literature paper, a deep dive into the symbolism in Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse. Hours melted away as she underlined passages, scribbled notes in the margins, and chased footnotes down rabbit holes of literary analysis. The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the reading room. Elizabeth, lost in thought, barely noticed. She was in her element, her mind buzzing with ideas, her fingers flying across the keyboard. Her phone buzzed. It was a text from her mom.
Thinking of you, sweetie. Just wanted to say how proud we are of your hard work and dedication. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Love you tons.
Elizabeth smiled, her heart warming. Her parents were her biggest cheerleaders, always there with a word of encouragement, a listening ear or a care package filled with her favorite snacks. She knew how lucky she was to have their unwavering support.
Love you both too. Thanks for everything. Miss you.
Knowing that her parents were just a text away filled her with a renewed sense of purpose. She took a deep breath and dove back into her work, her fingers flying across the keyboard. The stage lights were hot on Elizabeth's face, but she didn't mind. She was home. The drama club was her haven, a place where she could shed her skin and become someone else for a little while. Tonight, they were rehearsing for their production of Our Town.
Elizabeth, you're doing great as Emily Webb. Keep that energy up.
Elizabeth had landed the role of Emily Webb, the play's hopeful and tragic heroine. It was a challenging role, one that demanded both vulnerability and strength. As she spoke Emily's lines, her voice resonating through the mostly empty theatre, Elizabeth felt a surge of adrenaline. She poured her heart and soul into every word, every gesture. This wasn't just a play, it was a chance to explore the depths of human experience, to connect with something bigger than herself. The rehearsal ran late, but Elizabeth didn't care. She left the theatre buzzing with energy, her mind still replaying scenes, her heart full. It had been a long day, filled with academic rigour and artistic passion. And as she walked back to her dorm, the city lights twinkling around her, Elizabeth knew that she wouldn't have it any other way.